Afternoon, guys. I'm back with another ICO. This is Liger, which is for the gaming and gambling community. Now, the first thing I want to say is the ICO website, I think, has to be completed. So I do recommend emailing them and see if they've got a whitelist and sign up on that if you are interested. Join on their Telegram as well, because then you can get a bit of communication going and find out if it's something you want to invest in. Now, we'll start with the token, just the way the website's designed, and we'll move over to the move to the white paper. So what you got there is 130 million tokens are generated, hard cap 50 million, soft cap 5 million. ICO period is still to be announced. Token symbol is LISC, and it's on the ERC23 Ethereum contract. The allocations here, as you can see, predominantly the ICO is 75%, Liger team is 15%, advisors 5%, and bounce is 5%. So that's the breakdown on it. Where the money will be broken down is here. There's a few things on here that are broken down on the white paper. I recommend reviewing this stuff yourself, because there's a lot to it and there's a lot to squeeze in one video. But what you got to bear in mind is they have some point of sales already set up for casinos, which will lock in the ability to actually transact with the Liger tokens in the casinos, but also they are looking at online and other ways of utilizing the tokens. So there's a lot of use on this, and they're very well set up on this. Roadmap is very good because you're looking at a lot of delivery quite early on. So we'll start from January 2018, the core team, business research and prototypes put together. February to May, ICO planning and execution. June to August, recruitment training, tie-ups and acquisitions. And by August, they'll have the exchange registration. The exchange being important because they're actually trading the Liger tokens with the exchange. The team, everybody on here is accessible with their LinkedIn. Do recommend going through that yourself, seeing what the guys done before, what their experience is, what their knowledge is, and how they fit in the team. The team seems pretty well rounded and seem to have a lot of experience and knowledge in the industry. If you want to email them and ask them some information, it's worth doing, because they may not even have the setup for there might even be a white sale yet. So might be worth signing up and just message them, ask them when the ICO is, etc., so you can get a notification straight to your inbox. Now they've got this big sort of covers what it is, what it's doing, but I think it's better we go through the white paper. It's going to be much easier to follow. There's a few bits of the frequently asked questions down the bottom here as well. White paper's right at the bottom here as well, but I'll add that in a link in the description. So here we go. So I'm going to skip over the first bits. You read that yourself, because a lot of it's around what they're doing, how they're doing it, messages from CEO, directors, in introduction to the business, the problem in the business. Problem you have right now in the gaming and casino industry is a lack of trust, because of the disconnect between a lot of the gaming businesses and their actual end users. At the end of the day, it's becoming a faceless entity. You also have the problems around the world where you have no access to the gaming, even if it's legal. In a sense, if I'm sat in the Philippines, I may not be able to log into some of the gaming accounts that I utilize, because I used to use Betfair quite a lot, for example, but I don't do it much, because there was one of the problems I had relating to a bank card I had with them, because they put it back on whichever card, or like, for example, say you load it on PayPal last and put the bank card first. They didn't seem to understand that my bank card was actually no longer in my bank account, because my bank account was closed there because I moved country, but they were trying to put the money back on the bank card. But long story short, it's one of the things that removes trust. So the thing is, with the geographic issue, one of the problems is payments, getting money from A to B. Can you accept this banking money? Can you get money back? Well, the answer to that is often no. But if you use tokens, you can bypass that whole system. High cost of transactions, because obviously you can be cross-currency, plus fees relating to the transactions between banks, as well as the banks interface properly as well. So there's some issues around that already. Low acceptance of cryptocurrency is currently an issue within the crypto space as a whole. Now, Then we get onto the frauds. Financial frauds is often the usage of why transactions between my call center and the US, for example, was used. It was to stop fraud. It was anti-this, anti-that. Reality is, we're a call center doing business. But the point being is they delay your payments. They stop your credit cards. They do stuff to you they shouldn't be doing. It does seem that they've become overreaching in recent years. Then you got speed and convenience. It's not only speed and convenience, but also they can reverse things based on the fact that they're not sure where the money's going. So they then go reverse it, now validate where you're sending your own money. So there's a lot of issues relating to traditional gaming, which, to be honest, is some of the reasons I stopped doing it myself. So what you've got with Liger, we're going to go over the main features. It's an ERC-23 token. There's 130 million tokens being generated. Hard cap, I think it's 50 million. Soft cap, 5 million. And I think it's, we'll cover the rest in a minute. But what you've got here, this is what Liger does. Other cryptos, convenient banking. You can do a comparison yourself. But the main thing, I'm just going to concentrate on Liger so we can get as much done as possible. So you've got real-time transactions, option offering immediate merchant settlements at the exchange, negligible cost of settlement due to direct monetization at the exchanges. This is useful for things like when I like playing poker, for example. It'd be nice to transact in and out as and when. Acceptance. The Liger team will have tie-ups across the physical casinos for acceptance. Liger through point of sale, multiple tie-ups in the online space will ensure the usability of Liger at such websites by access content. So you're going to be able to use it online and offline. I assume in the casinos, you will get to the point where you can use the tokens for even buying bottles of champagne within a casino, which would be good. Ease of usage, very easy to use. Liger wallets will be integrated to the point of sale installed. Benefits, Liger user will get incentives in the form of extra chips in offline, online casinos. Liger will be used to incentivize in the fantasy, sports, and erotica websites. And very easy to get acquisition, can be purchased real time from the exchanges, and I assume point of sale. And we're going to cover a lot of that right now. The user benefits, assurance of fairness and outcome. I'm going to scan over the top of this so you can cover this as well. Safety, because one of the main things is you're not carrying that much on you, but also from a security point of view, it's important. Speed of transactions, an important bit. Content, Liger will have its own casinos and part lease gaming space in other operational casinos. All the Liger contents, online and offline, will have games and processes designed on the blockchain technology. Club facilities, the special clubs, depending if you're a gold or platinum member, and they'll also be able to take tokens as well, which is very useful. Service provider benefits. The service providers will draw on towards the acceptance of Liger's preferred crypto asset due to the following advantages: speed of settlement, driving traffic, ease of reach. I'd also add security, because obviously sometimes if you're spending a lot of money, there's a lot of money floating around. So from your point of view and the service provider, it's a safe way of transacting between the two people without having physical money on you. Now, this is how they'll be utilized in various forms. This one, as you can see here, this is offline casino. This is offline casino, part lease casinos. So these are three different people and three examples. So buy chips for $100 using Liger, and you'll get $120 worth of crypto chips. Buy chips for $100 using other cryptocurrencies, and you will get $100 worth of casino chips. So basically what this is saying is if you buy chips for 400 using Liger, if you use the Liger tokens, you're looking at a 20% extra. That's it in a nutshell. Own casino, offline casinos, and part leased casinos. So you got bets, winning, goes in, comes out, losing commission, all built on the smart contract with a buyback on the exchange. Liger casino, and like I said, read up on this yourself. So what do I think about it is probably it in a nutshell. The market is phenomenally huge. So let's go over the main things. The problems are that often it's difficult to process, it's risky to carry a lot of cash, etc. So if you're doing it online, you don't want your credit card information out there. If you're doing it online, you may have problems transacting it even back, even when you win, which is what I had. Going on to tokens removes a lot of those headaches. So from a problem point of view, it simplifies it. From a solution point of view, you're looking at easy transactions, easy way to pay, being able to play geographically anywhere on the planet, and being able to transact even within casinos because they have these point of sales already in physical casinos, even if you're not into it online. So what you've got here is for the market solution. The market itself is massive. As you see here, approximately 500 billion by 2020. This is offline gaming. Online gaming, 100 billion in the next 5 years. Fantasy sports, 56 million. Online erotica, 100 billion. Almost 35% of the internet downloaded is in this industry. They've got massive growth, and they're talking about how the growth, and I do recommend going over that yourself. So that you've got the market, you've got a problem, you've got a solution. The technology is based around all their different types of interfaces. And the good thing about this, because they're doing casinos and different types of businesses like the fantasy betting, etc., you're looking at a business model that has many different opportunities in the sense that some will be more successful than the others. But the whole point is, because they're not just focused on one thing, whichever one grows, they're part of it. Now, the other side of that being that you're also looking from we've got the technology side. It's not that difficult or complicated. It's part of the blockchain. The hard bit is implementing this, which is why you need a strong team behind it, which they already have. So that's it in a nutshell. And if you look at the token, let's scan down for the token. So as you see here, this is what the ecosystem, how they're tying everything together, key businesses and processes. We covered it a bit on the team already. Launcher, like I said, massive breakdown of all the information because there's several businesses in one. Promotion and strategies, roadmap we've already covered quickly. And what you're looking at, 1,800 Liger to 1 ETH. So that there's 130 million generated. 1,800 equals 1 ETH. Minimum exchange quantity is 1 ETH. There is no cap on how many you can buy. Pre-ICO bonus is 3%, 5%. It's based on price, number of ETH. So pre-ICO 10 to 49 ETH, 3%. Pre-ICO bonus 50 to 99 ETH, 5%. So you went in with 50 ETH and above, you're getting 5% discount. That's referral bonus. Pre-ICO bonus 100 ETH and above, 10%. Now, Liger will release 75% of the tokens to the public in the first tranche. Depending on the response to our own casino business and business requirements towards acquiring new offline casinos, we might come up with another coin offering to raise funds towards the same and running the initial business successfully. The provision for the same will be shared separately in anything required. The hard cap will be pegged at $50 million and a soft cap at $5 million. So there's a breakdown in millions. This is actually a bit better than the website explaining where the money's being spent. Ultimately, have a look yourself. Go through the white paper, have a chat with the team, get on the Twitter, etc., and engage with them, get a feeling for it if it's something you're interested in. As always, I do remind people I am not a financial advisor. I do these ICOs because I have an interest in the blockchain and entities built on it. But ultimately, the decision is yours. Thanks for watching.